All right, you guys, I'm here with Dominic. He is one of our athletes, absolutely crushing it. So I'm so excited to chat with him today. So Dominic, why don't you just like tell people a little bit about yourself and then we'll get into like all the good stuff.
So a little bit about myself. Work-wise, I'm a warehouse manager. I also officiate baseball. I've been doing it for going on 25 years now.
Is that you in your background?
That is me in the background. That was actually a college tournament in Florida
Cool.
that I was working, and I just pretty much decided to join Evolve, and because I wanted to learn more about macros. I've done macros before
Mhm.
with a prior coach, and I wasn't understanding it.
Mm.
Before that, I did keto for 2 years, and without physically tracking anything, I just was told what I could and couldn't eat, and that's what I did. And on that, I lost 150 pounds.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then eventually it stopped working for me, and I needed to find something new. And I was just in a cycle. I was on, I was off, I was on, I was off. And I just decided when I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw an ad wanting to learn, do I want to learn macros? So I clicked on the link and I just went from there, and it led me to Evolve, and that's how I started.
Very cool. You're like, you just click on this thing and whoa, you're here. It's kind of wild, right? You mentioned that you did keto, you lost 150 pounds, absolutely freaking amazing. And it stopped working. Like, why do you think that was?
I think it was one because I probably wasn't tracking. It finally hit where I plateaued, and I got kind of tired with it, especially not like I tell Jen all the time. It's like in a Hispanic family, we live off of rice, beans, and bread.
Yes.
So it's like, and I obviously I miss regular rice. I miss bread. Like, yeah, I had bread on keto, but it was like some taste like cardboard. And I'm like, yeah, some were pretty good, and some of them I do still eat to this day.
Mhm.
And it's just I want to try something new, something else that will work. And it was a mix of something else that would work and me putting my head down and just going to work
Mhm.
and just trusting the program.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I love that. And that leads us into the question, like, well, what successes have you had since starting?
Since I started with Evolve, I'm going on 7 months now, no, 6, 7 months now, and I'm down 50 pounds. And I'm till this day, I'm in shock. And it's like, yeah, I lost weight fast on keto just because it was a lot of water weight.
Yeah,
But just knowing that I can eat stuff I like, I'm pretty much back to what I was normally eating, just in moderation,
right.
and I can still lose weight.
Amazing. You don't have to cut out your favorite foods. You don't have to cut out entire food groups. And you said you're in shock. Were you just like, man, I can fit this into my lifestyle and still lose weight?
Yeah, exactly. Like I figured like I can fit it in. I can eat the stuff I love. Like especially when I go to my grandma's house, of course she'll try and overfeed me, but
Right.
I gotta tell her, and she might get a little frustrated with me, but I just eat the amount I can eat, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Now you have lost 7 pounds, or 7 pounds. I'm sorry. You've lost 50 pounds. Amazing. And you're not done yet, but any challenges that you faced along the way, anything that kind of like was a road bump in your success?
Um, I would say the struggles I have are my weekends, and till this day it still is. And it's because like I never have a set plan for the weekends. There's times I do because one, I play softball, so there's times I'm playing tournaments. So and there's times where like I last minute decide to go play, and if I know ahead of time, I can pack my meals to take with me, or I just try the best. If it's last minute, it's just find a Chipotle, a Subway,
Mhm, mhm.
and just. But that's the only struggle I really have.
Okay.
Um, Meal wise, with struggling since I've been, it's like I keep it basic as can be.
Mhm.
And pretty much ever since you made that turkey bowl, that's pretty much everything's a bowl for me now.
Love. I did. I already had. my turkey, my Brussels, my lentils, and my sauce, and I'm like, good.
Yeah, so I keep it super basic because it's been working for me. I'm like, I'm the type of person, why am I gonna change what's not broken?
Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's it. My weekends are my struggles. That's pretty much it. Other
Mhm,
than that, like during the week, I'm pretty much spot on. But
mhm.
yeah, struggle wise, that's the only struggle I really had.
And has it gotten better, like having that mentor, like having that coach, like being able to like help you strategize how to improve your weekends? Like, has it gotten better from where it was in the past?
Oh yeah, it's 100 times better because like in the past, I wouldn't even think twice. I just go and I'm on the road and it is what it is pretty much. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
survive on what's out there. But now that, so like, especially like I just recently went on vacation a few weeks ago, and we planned for like three weeks in advance, and I pretty much like how I was going to eat. Yeah, it was hard to track because I was out of the country,
Mhm.
and just with the food they make in Mexico, especially when it's homemade, it's a lot different than what I'm making at home.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and you don't know what they're exactly using, but
Mhm.
it's like planning wise, it's 100 times better now, and especially on vacations types like that. But like my weekends, it's pretty much if I have a tournament coming up, and she'll ask me like, "Well, what do you have planned for meal wise?" And it's pretty much rotisserie chicken, chicken salad, stuff I can just put in a wrap and
Mhm.
put in an ice chest. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's before it. I just whatever I can get, if it's Chipotle, Subway, or whoever's going somewhere.
Right, right. A little bit more planning now, but hey, it's worth it because you feel so much better with eating those types of foods than, eating out all the time. And it's nothing crazy. It's not like you have to do this huge production. It's just making a little bit of shifts. So cool. What about when it came, because you met with Rania, what about when it came to like the initial investment? Like any fears surrounding that for you?
Not really. I put it as pretty much like, what do I spend in softball equipment? One bat usually costs me $300. I'm like, I can pay $300 buy a bat, or pay that and put it to myself
Mhm,
and get myself healthier.
mhm.
And it just I pretty much based it off like, okay, I spend a lot of money on, pretty sorry, excuse me, but stupid shit. And
As most of us do.
exactly. And I do it that way. And that's how I put it, is what I spend on equipment, what I spend pretty much on nonsense, and this is what I can be putting it to.
Right, right. Yeah, just like reshifting and being logical, be like, hey, like I do have this, but there's sacrifices and things I'm gonna have to do in order to like put myself first and my health first, because losing 50 pounds is life changing. First, losing 150 pounds is life changing. I mean, your life, I'm sure, is the quality of your life now versus back then, I'm sure is very different.
Yeah, like I think I told you once before, at my heaviest, I was at 484.
Wow. Wow. And you're
And
currently now what?
I'm at, as of this morning, I'm at 347.7.
Amazing. Amazing. So that is life changing. And you just have to think about, okay, is this a priority for me? Yeah. And if so, then I'm going to make it happen. If not, then I won't. That's what I tell people all the time. So I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I also went through in mind where like, do I want weight loss surgery? And
Mhm.
I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go the only. And then I was like, the only surgery I want is skin removal surgery.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah. What made you decide not to do the weight loss removal surgery?
Um, it was part of like, it had to do with, you're telling me I have to lose weight to have surgery,
Hmm.
and then you have to take classes. I'm not a big classroom person at all, at all. And it's just like, if I gotta lose weight to have surgery, why don't I just keep on going and lose the weight? If that's the case.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Doesn't that seem silly to me? So just go all in. Well, cool. No, that was great insight. Any last things that you would say to somebody who might be kind of in your position of like, okay, like I could just continue maybe doing this on my own, but I might get stuck. I just keep doubling down on what I'm already doing. Anybody you kind of tell like in your position about, just putting yourself first and investing into your health and things like that?
I would say just pretty much think about what you spend your money on. And if it's something that you really need, yeah, you get that. But if it's not, put it to yourself, make yourself healthier. If you really got to think about it, choose a coach.
Mhm.
And because eventually you can double up on anything, your body's eventually going to plateau and you're going to need that help to be pushed so you can break the plateau.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, that's beautiful. Mic drop. Very simple to the point. I like it. Well, cool. Thank you so much, Dom, for coming on here and chatting with us. And, I hope this inspires somebody and helps somebody out. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.